When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live.
Welcome to the Game Plan Online. My name is Nick Dillon, this is Paul Mitchell, and we're here to preview the latest round of Riverland football. So we'll get straight into it, Mitch.
Yep.
And we'll get into the Wakery v Loxton game. And of course, the big news is Brad Helbig coming back from West Adelaide to play for the Magpies, which is massive.
He was on Richmond's list last year, even.
Last year, yeah, I think so. Yeah,
and then he's back playing for.
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, and this is his first year at Westies.
Yeah, so that's a huge pickup for Wakery, a favourite son of theirs, and they're already, really going
charging
well.
on.
Yeah, so adding him, we don't know how long he's going to be there for. Is that correct?
Yeah, at this stage, just 1 week.
Yep.
I can see it being longer. I can see him playing out the season now. I know Wakery have been keen to get him all year. And he's a Wakery boy, he loves it there, so I can see him playing a few more games at least there. So
yeah,
I'll just wait and see, and anything could happen.
But certainly bad news for the Tigers tomorrow, the fact that he's in, isn't it?
Yes, definitely, and Luke Exton's back in as well, who was in ripping form before last week, the game he missed, and Loxton got some outs to cover as well, with Lee Kruger's away as a runner for the SA country team. A bit untimely there. Ash Montgomery's out. He got injured in the last game. So
and look, he's been playing. Saw Ash play a few weeks ago. Been playing some really good footy, some huge grabs. So.
Definitely. So and Peter Fisher out as well. So but it gives a couple of young blokes a chance there. Henry Bobolak, I think, might be in for his first game. I reckon he might be a former East Murray boy too. And Will Lehman and Josh Mann comes back in as well. So gives a few other guys a chance. Down there at Wakery.
Did we cover the ins and outs for Wakery?
Yeah, so with the ins, with Helbig and Exton coming in, obviously, and Sean Steele is out, which is a big out, and youngster Ryan Shaw. You'd think with those outs, you think Wakery would have Loxton covered this weekend, which is going to set up a really close finish for the top two. Yeah,
look, I think Wakery will beat Loxton. Down at Wakery as well helps. And the way they're going at the moment, the Magpies, it's hard to see them losing. Isn't it?
Yeah, they're definitely ticking along at the moment. I think they've won 4 or 5 in a row now, so they're going along very nicely. And they got their reunion on, I think, for the 2005 grand final this weekend.
Yep.
When they beat Loxton.
That Loxton North. That game.
It was at Loxton North. It was terrible conditions out there. It was pretty windy, blustery all day, and poor old Matty Schutz had a couple of shots in the last quarter to seal the game for Loxton, but couldn't quite get there. Unfortunately, the Magpies got home. So.
Yep.
So that'll be a big day for them. On to the next game, Mitch. Loxton North and Berry.
Yeah, Loxton North versus Berry. An interesting game, and these two could meet in the finals as well. Ins for Loxton North, we've got Michael Scott, that's a really handy in. Jack McKenzie, don't know much about Jack.
Could be a first gamer, I think. There's been a couple of McKenzies come through Loxton North's list this year, and I reckon he might be a first gamer. So.
Alright, well, good luck for Jack. Outs, we've got Brogan Whitelaw and Mike Pannell. In for Berry, Jeff Hutt, who's been in and out of the A's this year. David Reed, and out Darren Marner, which is a big loss, and Josh Woolston. So how do you see this one going?
Well, it could go either way, really, couldn't it? It's North obviously really got themselves back on track last week with that win over Loxton. Had a bit of a slump mid-season, but got a few blokes back, which certainly helps. And Berry, likewise, after dropping I think 3 or 4 games in a row, they've picked up again. So it could be a really, really tight game, I think. And both teams got some key outs. I think Berry maybe just,
Berry.
But once again, it could go either way.
Could. Look, only because it's out at Windy Hill, I'm going to go for Loxton North.
Yep.
Alright.
No worries.
So that leads us to the next game, Nick, which is Renmark at home to Barmer.
Yes, now Renmark obviously struggling at the moment, but a big in with Tim Blight coming back in, he just really straightens them up forward.
Yep.
And someone like Liam Jackson, who came back in the side last week, he can sort of really work off of Tim Blight and get at his feet a little bit, maybe sneak a few goals. But they've also got Jared Bollenhagen out, which is a big loss because he's been in some great form apparently. And for Barmer ins, well, the ins and outs are quite extensive for Barmer. They've got Brodie Frid back in from a bit of an injury layoff there. Matt Watke comes back after doing his hammy. Josh Knight, now he's played A grade before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's ex-Berry.
Ex-Berry, yeah, he played A grade at Berry and Barmer, I reckon.
Yeah, quite speedy. Little customer,
yeah. Nick Coon into the side as well, and Alex Norman. Out to Kyle Gillespie, Ryan Lamecake, who I think they'll really miss. They missed him in the second half last week. Jesse Bannister, Paul Spilios and Ben Gross. So some big outs for Barmer, some good ins as well, but obviously struggling to settle their side down at the moment, which is tough coming into finals, or trying to get into finals.
Well, they're 2 games out of it now. Plus, is it percentage or no? The percentage is
quite good. Yeah, North is a bit lower, so that's a good advantage for Barmer.
Well, look, I watched this game last time around. That's the game they dropped to Renmark, and probably, Renmark were fantastic in the last quarter, but Barmer certainly had their chances to put the seal on the game a bit earlier, and they couldn't do that. So look, they just simply cannot afford to drop that game against Renmark. So
if they lose this, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah. They'll still be two wins out of the 4, but it's going to be hard to come back with only 3 games left after that, I think.
And look, Renmark Oval and Renmark always seem to grow an extra leg there, don't they? So, no easy game for Barmer. I'm going to go with the Roos though. I think on the track this week it would have been spelled out exactly how important this game is to them.
Yeah, I'm with the Roos, but once again, I think it's going to be a really close game. I think all 3 will be really close in Riverland this week. So, no worries. So we'll hit the independent games, Mitch.
Okay, we've got a big one to start with. These teams once again could meet in the finals. We've got Brownswell at home to Paringa out at Paruna. Ins for Brownswell, Phil O'Connell and the goal kicker James Fegert. And outs we've got Adam Flavel and Chris Leach, a couple of stalwarts there. Paringa ins we've got, speaking of stalwarts, we've got Nathan Rover, Ben Gudgeon and Dwayne Angel. And outs at this stage, Pete Siddle and Jared Collinson. I know you've got a few injuries out there, Dillon. How are you approaching this game against Brownswell? They give you a decent touch-up last time, didn't they?
Yeah, well, the goals for this week is just to get a goal. We didn't get one last time, so look, we were in the match till half time last time, and then they blew us away, and we did cop a few more injuries that day too. But the boys know how important the game is. But I mean, I suppose for us it's about getting blokes back from injury at the right time. So there's a couple of guys who are a bit sore that we probably won't play tomorrow because we know we're going to play finals now. So
it's all locked in.
Trying to just get everyone right and ready to go for finals. So. But we've still got a reasonable side out there this weekend, so a bit stronger than last time we played them, so hopefully we can get on the scoreboard a bit more.
Be a bit more competitive this time around.
Yeah, I hope so.
Tipping Brownswell in that one.
Yeah, obviously I'm not. The next game, Lyrup v Cobdogla. Now this one, this one could get nasty. When Lyrup are up and about, they're pretty hard to stop, so ins for Lyrup include Brad Healy and Damien Heineke. They've got a couple of good outs, so Tristan Jackson, Scott Nagel and Stevie Rader. And for Cobby, they've got Jason Goodfellow in and no outs at this stage. So, yeah, it could get messy over at Lyrup if they get on song. I can see someone like Kenny Carpenter just kicking 8 or 9 this weekend. I think his first game this year was against Cobby, and I reckon he might kick 7 in that game. So, a few more games on the belt, and Kenny could do anything down there.
Damien Heineke up against one of his old clubs. He'd be keen to do well, no doubt.
Yeah, it's been a while since Heino played for Cobby, but yeah, and he's been a bit in and out this year with injuries and stuff. So him and Brad really add to that Lyrup defence. It's probably if you had to pick a weak point of their side, it would be their defence. But Brad and Damien coming in really bolsters it up, definitely.
So Lyrup for both of us there.
Yep, definitely.
And we'll move on to the last game. It's a dead rubber for Marook, but not so for Ramco. Marook versus Ramco down at Marook. Into this stage for the Warriors, we've got the ruckman Jacob Harris and Jordan
Ruster.
Thank you. And out, so big out is Matty Morrell, who's been in and out all season. Ins for Ramco, Nathan Hart and Brenton Reedy, I should say, and outs Jamie O'Callaghan. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. Just a big ruckman.
Look, Marook aren't going to play finals, but they've still got some talented players there, and look, they'd be keen to have a decent crack at Ramco.
You look at their side, and there's still guys like Terry Packer running around, Sam Hershey. Obviously, Digby Morell's not there this week, but he's pretty talented. Lyndon Goodman's been in good form.
Chris Marks.
Yeah, Marksy. I don't think he got a kick last week.
No, too harsh.
No, he didn't get much of a run.
No. Been a bit unlucky with injuries this year.
And for Ramco, they're still fighting for that top 2 spot. And it's pretty unlikely that they'll get it now. They've lost that match to Lyrup, but they'd still, they have to win just to make sure that if Lyrup does drop one, then they're ready to pounce, or Brownswell potentially. So. yeah, as much as Rook have got these talented guys, Ramco should win comfortably, I think.
Yeah, look, I think I'll stick with Ramco, but not by a hell of a lot.
Yep, very good. Well, that's it from us here at the Game Plan Online. We hope you enjoyed this, and make sure you grab your copy of the Game Plan tomorrow, or sorry, today at the football, and enjoy the games. Cheers.
Thank you.